This past year has been one of the most peaceful years that I've ever had in my adult life. And that's because I made some unorthodox decisions. And in this video, we're going to talk about those decisions that I made and why I think sometimes you have to make unconventional decisions in order to protect your mind, protect your peace, and advance yourself holistically. Now, you already know the deal. Before we even get it started, I need y'all to like, comment, and subscribe on this video so that we can get it out there and more people can join our tribe and more people can be impacted by the messages that we're sharing. So let's get right into it, all right, y'all? Now, many people may not agree with this approach, and it's going to look different for everybody, right? So before I even say anything, understand that the decision I made came after months of reflection, self reflection on myself. What am I doing that's preventing me from maintaining the peace that I want in my life, from achieving the goals that I have in my life? Why am I feeling like I'm at a standstill? Why am I feeling like my mind is not in the best place that it can be? Or even spiritually, I'm not in the best place that can be. So that coupled with spiritual conversations is what led to the decision of me saying, you know what? I got to cut everybody off. And so you might be asking, why did you do this? Give us a rundown. What do you mean? Right. And I just felt that at that time, there were a lot of things happening in my life that were a reflection of the energy that I was keeping around me. My car had gotten broken into, carjacked, stolen. It had gotten broken multiple times. People were trying to attack my business. Things were just getting really out of hand. Granted, I was still blessed throughout, but I'm noticing this is not the norm for my life. My life is typically peace. So I had to do a reassessment of my environment, of myself, and figure out, what can I do to fix the situation? I want to be happier. I want to be at peace. I don't want to have to always be dealing with the situation, feeling a type of way, arguing, feeling tense, having to, consider everyone's motives and things like that. I just want to be at peace and operate in love, really. That's really what it comes down to. But sometimes it's hard to do that because of the people around you. So, one by one, I started to assess my relationships with people and ask Creator, ask ancestors, what is meant to continue or not continue with this relationship? What is meant to come from this relationship? How am I meant to carry or not carry this relationship in my life? And when I tell y'all, one by one, Creator revealed everything that needed to be revealed, Creator revealed everything that needed to be revealed. And as a result, I had to remove myself from people. Now, I'm going to say this because some of these people might be watching this. I don't have no beef with anybody. I don't have any beef with anyone. I don't wish any harm on anyone. I don't have any ill will towards anyone. But I realize for a number of reasons, it's going to be a case by case thing. People's energy these days is just too weird for me. And it gets to the point where it's not even safe to be around y'all because y'all are liable to treat people however y'all feel at that moment in time or whatever that entity that's within a lot of y'all tells y'all to do. If you know, right? And so I feel like sometimes in your life, you need to just go into a recluse, a healthy recluse. You need to remove yourself and create the environment that you want. When you feel like I'm not feeling the vibes of what's going on and where my life is currently. Because a lot of times people put their own negative energy into your life. I'm not capping. Sometimes it's me, yes. But sometimes people, I feel the energy, I feel their projections and their thoughts a lot of times, and that reflects onto me. So I have to have a distance from people sometimes, and a balance in terms of how much I interact with them. And in some cases, you just need to make the decision to completely remove yourself. That's where we're at, especially if you consider yourself a chosen one. You know, we just cannot operate with everybody. So during this time, I had to remove myself once I've realized that, like, well, I actually can't be everybody's friend because everybody does not know what it means to be a friend, mean to be family, and we don't always have the same definition. So I got to protect myself and my peace because these people will take advantage of you. You know what I'm saying? So once I made that decision, y'all, once I changed up how I interacted with people and I interact with people accordingly, meaning if you give me weird vibes, I'm falling back. If you never support anything I do, I'm falling back. If you're giving me sometimey friendship vibes, sometimey family ship vibes, I'm falling back. Had to make sure the mic was on. Is the mic on? The mic is on. It's a case by case thing. And I want to encourage people to make those tough decisions sometimes because a lot of times that's the thing that's preventing you and holding you back. You want to elevate your life, things are not progressing because, well, the people around you are all thinking negative. They all operate out of negativity. They never pour anything into you, they're never supportive of anything that you're doing. Why continue to keep people like that around? No, we've fallen back and we're wishing them the best. We're wishing them blessings and healing and all of those things of that nature. We're wishing that all for them still. We're loving them still, mind you, but from a distance because it's the healthiest thing to do. It's not an easy decision, right? So I want to also be there to support those that are probably going through the situation where a lot of y'all have cut off your parents. Now, I'm not one to just say cut off your parents, but as someone who has had toxic parents, I could see why one would do that. I completely would support that. A lot of friends are not good. You think that's your best friend and they, secretly hating or not supporting you or whatever the case may be, acting shifty around other people, all types of stuff. You deserve the best. You deserve people who are going to champion you. You deserve people who are going to genuinely be here for you, want to see you succeed, and support you, point blank, period, and love on you. So we want to do the same. We want to love people. That's all we want to do. But we can't just be giving our love to everybody because everybody don't got love what for us. So this has just been a huge lesson that I've learned. It has led me to a place of just being more at peace. I've achieved the peace that I have wanted. I've created that peace for myself, and that is by removing energies from me so that they don't taint the energy that I'm trying to create, and they don't taint the environment I'm trying to create, because people will just do that by virtue of them carrying their own energies. You allow them into your space, they will alter the energy, they will shift the energy of that space. So I'm just very conscious of that these days. I love everybody, I really do. But I'm not afraid to have boundaries. And I think that's what gets a lot of people ruffled. They're like, why would you think you need to have a boundary with me? Well, because we're not always in alignment. We're not always in alignment. Things are not always great. I'm not going to pretend that things are always great. And if I feel something is off and there's no need to address it because I can just go on with my life at peace and accept it for what it is, I'm going to do that. And I would actually encourage, and here's the kicker, I'm going to actually encourage you to do your big one too. If I'm being toxic to you, if my energy is too much for you, or if I'm not, you know, providing the vibe that you need, feel free to cut me off. I'm not going to be mad at you. Plenty of people have cut me off too. I'm not even mad. If you felt like you had to do that for your life, I can only wish you the best and hope that that decision helps you in your life, and still support you from afar. I'm not going to operate in hate. I can't do it. It doesn't do anything for me. It's unnecessary energy. Expound it into the world. I don't have it. And I wanted everybody to do what's best for them. I'm always the person to say that. Do what's best for you, right? Because I'm not perfect either. So I'm not pointing the finger at nobody. I'm just saying sometimes you got to do what's best for you. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe on this video, y'all. Get this out there to the other chosens so that people can be inspired and motivated to do the things that they got to do in life. Period. Until next time.